Welcome everybody. Gabriella, Shania, the Goat Twins, Logan, Loki. Welcome back everybody. If you're new here, I go live every day at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm a space artist. I got my start doing spray paint art on YouTube and TikTok. And recently, since I can't paint outside in the middle of winter, I'm doing a bit of digital art on the inside of my house rather than in the foot of snow that seems to be outside these days. I don't have a plan tonight. I'm just going to freestyle and improv a few pieces. I'd love your input if you have any suggestions. New setup. The screen you're seeing off to my, oh, it's mirrored. Off to my right there is the actual screen of my drawing device here, which, there we go, should be nice and high resolution, full color, no more issues with exposure. So we're just going to get started. If you have any suggestions while I am doing my art here, I'll be watching chat, so feel free to suggest them in there. If you like what I do and you'd like to support the channel, the best way to do that right now is through super chats on YouTube here. It's a great way to support me directly, helps me do what I'm doing. And yeah, anyways, let's get going. I'm just going to start with the basic scene just to get the creative juices flowing here. So we're going to just grab a background color to start off with. We're going to go with the blue today. And we're going to start with our soft airbrush, up the size quite a bit, and then grab a few different shades of this. I think I'll kind of do like a diagonal. For this one here. I don't know if I can do one with the goat. No promises there. Okay, I think we'll try like this. I'm just gonna give that a big... Oh, didn't work. There we go. Just gonna blur that out. Oh, you broke your painting plate, Logan. You have to get another one. Dwighty, hello? Correct me if I'm saying your name wrong. Alright. I didn't realize, but it seems like you guys can't actually see with the tools I'm using now on this, so I may have to get a second camera and just point it at the iPad like I was doing before as well. So, bear with me while I get used to this new setup along with you here. But we're going to just jump into our textured brushes, grab our Dove Lake, and then we'll start throwing in some smoky nebula textures. We're doing a few different layers of this here, all kind of creeping towards this top left whiter area. One final layer, just a little bit lighter. And then I think I'll do one more actually, which is some pure white. Drop the size down a little bit. Maybe we'll throw like a really bright purple in there too. Alright, let's go with that for now. I'm gonna start with the brightest layers first this time. Give some good bloom on there. Sorry, let's keep the chat clean there. There's a few messages I'm seeing held for review. I don't want to have to time anybody out for misbehaving. drop down a layer. Do the same thing. We'll start with the bloom, although don't know how much we'll be able to get on this layer because it's kind of dark already. No, not too much. We'll go with that though. And then for these darker layers, I'm just going to throw a bit of a blur on them. That's looking good to me. Alright, let's get started with our stars. I'm using the Signet brush just on pure white for this, on a new layer. Alright, we're going to go into the bloom again, get those stars shining up there. And then we'll do one more layer, just dropping the size down to really fill out this night sky. No real rhyme or reason to the location of any of these stars, just wherever you feel is a good spot for them. That's where they should go. I'm just kind of doing like half circle, crescent shapes, figure eights, tapping as I go, varying the size. And we'll do the same thing and put a bloom layer on these stars here. Drop the size of the bloom right down. There we go. Everything's glowing nice and bright now. I do read chat, I just have to catch it in between sections of my art, so if I miss anything, I apologize. The best way for me to not miss it is for you to super chat. I definitely won't miss any of those. Alright, honestly, we're going to keep the background simple for this one. We're just going to jump straight into the planet and keep on moving, and I don't want to get too bogged down here. We're gonna go with like a bright teal planet today. I'm gonna do just a few variations of this color as I start to block out the shape, and then we'll go ahead and grab another color to throw in here as well with a different style of brush. Doesn't really matter what, because all this stuff generally gets covered right over. So, Percy, Annalita, Maddie, welcome. I just got started here about 10 minutes ago. All right. So, I'm just going to up the size on this smudging here. Yeah, that's better. I'm going to go with that. And then we're going to do some liquefying again in here. Well, up the size quite a bit. I'm really liking this effect lately, using it for something of a gas giant type planet. You can kind of get these rings going on, or spots like Jupiter has. It's a really nice effect to use. Kind of just swap between a few of these distortion brushes, liquefying brushes, and do whatever I feel is right at the time. I usually end off with this push brush a bit, and I kind of just go back and forth on different layers, trying to round out this planet a little bit. then the final thing that I'm going to do is just use the expand roughly the size of the planet that I'm going to do so that it sort of rounds out the features and hopefully makes it look a little more 3D. We're going to throw one more layer below just as a base color. We're just going to grab an airbrush and cover it all here. Just like that. We're going to grab the soft brush just to add this bit of shading here. There we go. Okay, on top of all this, let's grab our calligraphy monoline, give it white, and we're going to just roughly shape out this planet, I think right about there. That looks good to me. Convert that to a circle. And let's work on some shading, going back to my airbrush, soft airbrush, starting with the blacks. Actually, maybe I'm going to try like a dark purple. See how this looks. Drop the size of that a little bit smaller even. Right there looks good. And the opacity. Thank you, Moonfox, and welcome. I appreciate the comment. All right. I think that's looking probably pretty good right there. And then we're gonna go do the same thing with like a really bright version of this purple and just drop the size a touch. And then we're just going to hit the top edge of this planet. And, oh, not like that, but the chat is now dead. Well, get talking, goat, and it won't be any more. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. Just like that, or on the back side of the planet, helps to really pop it off the background. Playing Roblox with one hand. That's all right. If you just want to sit there silently and enjoy the live stream, that's fine by me. All right. I think that's good. So we're going to drop this shape layer behind and then get all this clipping masked down and see what kind of planet we built. All right, just going to do a few adjustments. There's the multiply on the shadow there. And I think we'll do the same thing for the highlight. And that doesn't quite work. What can we do? Lighten, color dodge. I think that works right there. That's looking really nice. Hattie, you've been sick for 3 days. Sorry to hear that. Hey, thank you, Saksham. I appreciate the support and your comment. Okay, I think that this is looking good so far. What else can we add to this to really liven it up? What app am I using? I am currently painting inside of Procreate. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and group up the planet layers here so I can move those around as needed. Mask those back down. There we go. I think I'm going to move this just to the lower side of the painting here. I think also what we'll do is underneath that, I'm going to attempt anyways to, oh yeah, that's going to look good. Give it a bit of a glow coming out of here. I'll try that again. Too much on the back side. I like the top. I should have done that in 2 lines. Alright, that looks good to me. I'll stick with that. Alright. Let's see. What else can we do here? What am I feeling? Let's just make sure that there's no better way to handle this here. No, I like that with the darker color on there for sure. That actually looks pretty good. We're gonna go with that one instead. That looks nice to me. Wonder what we can do if we add some other effects on this. Just trying to add a bit more dynamic lighting to this planet. I don't think that's really coming off quite right. There's not a lot of people who deserve a lot more. That's alright, Maddie. People will come with time. I'm not worried about 20 people showing up right now. Hey, welcome back, Chai. Good to see you again. Tatiana, hello and welcome. Alright, what are we going to do now? Should I try and add some sort of spaceship to this, or what other spacey things could there be? Maybe I'll just give it a moon. Let's do that. Keep things a little simpler. Alright, we're going to do the same thing that we did last time. I'm going to start instead this time with like a spray paint. And what color do we want this to be? Let's just make it like classic moon colors, yellowy brown or yellowy gray. We'll put it right about there. That's right, Logan. Once it does blow up, there'll be no stopping it. Alright, just putting some random spots of shading and texture in there. I'm going to grab my Dove Lake brush and give it some other texture like that as well. Even darker, a bit smaller. Some lighter stuff in there too on the bright side of that. That looks good to me, I think. I'm not going to mess with it anymore, honestly. Just going to leave it right like that. So, let's go ahead, grab our monoline, get that shape decided. Just like that, right here. That looks good to me. Alright, same process as before, heading back into the airbrush, starting with that dark purple, just like we did on the last. That looks good. Drop the size just a touch though. There we go. I did a man floating in space yesterday, Maddie. I think I'm gonna give that another try in the future, but not on this one. Thanks for the suggestion though. Banana Cult, how are you doing? What's up, Ultra? Welcome back. Alright. Another layer and go in with the highlights here. We're gonna just go on the back side of the planet, getting that key light effect on there. Went a little heavy, so I think I'm going to just drop the opacity off this layer a little bit. We'll play with that a bit more once we actually do the clipping masks, which is right now actually. Clip and mask these 3 layers back down. There we go. Hey, that's looking pretty good already. I think I'm just going to adjust this layer. There we go. What did I end up using on this last group here? Hard light. Let's go back to that and try that one again. Hard light. Right like that. Oh, I don't like the purple coat so much on this one. I'm going to go back to the multiply. I like the darker shadow. Alright, to be honest, I'm pretty happy with that. I don't know that there's too much more that I want to do to that that one there. Although, I am going to group those up, get the clipping masks back on there, and I'm going to just adjust this placement of that moon ever so slightly. We're going to put it, I don't know, maybe even just over top of this one slightly. Something like that. And then we're going to try something else here on top of the shadow layer. I'm going to come in with this, something close to the teal that I used with the airbrush. And we're going to try and add a bit of glow coming off this planet as well. That's looking pretty good to me. Just gonna lower the opacity on it ever so slightly. Nice. How did you move planet? I've got it in a group on its own layers here, so I can adjust the position of it however I like. Okay, if I go in with the I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I want to do to this before I leave this be. To be honest, I think I'm just going to keep this one simple, and I'm just going to sign this one and we'll move on to the next. I didn't have a plan, so we'll keep the first art piece simple. I think that the spot I'm signing is going to be off the canvas slightly for the stream, so you might not be able to see me do this. As always, if you'd like to get your hands on the artwork I do on live, I post it afterwards onto my Discord server. If you want to get on there, check the description of the video. At the bottom of that description, there's a link to my Discord server. Would love to see you there, and I post all this art in the Art Atrium channel. If you do your own art, I'd love to see it. You should share it on there. All right. There's one done. I think let's move on to the next, and we will. But we can. I don't think I want to listen to Christmas music anymore right now. Let me just change this up. All right, this will sound better. An apple planet? Pringle planet? What? I don't even know how I would do either of those. What does the Pringle planet even look like? I don't even know what Pringles look like. There's a guy or something. He's got like a big mustache like that, eh? Something like that. Maybe it's red though. I'm not gonna do Pringles. Pringle box round? I don't know what that means. No banana planets. No apple planets. I don't think I'm gonna do any orange stuff. I'm gonna try a speed painting here. I'm gonna just take somebody's suggestion that's not to do with fruit or Pringles and do my attempt at getting it done in as short amount of time as I can. Just to practice my speed. Maddie Beth 11 says, just do a planet that's orange with tints of red, yellow, and white. Let's do it. With tints of red, yellow, and white. Does this count as a Pringles planet? I'm just moving fast here. I might miss a few chats, but I'll catch up as soon as I can. Starting with the planet first this time. A bit different. Okay, what colors should the background be? Purple and Red by Jai Watson. Let's go. I'm definitely missing chats right now. Moving too quick right now, I can't stop to look. Yeah, you do all come up with crazy ideas, that's for sure. Does this count as a Pringle planet? Up the size slightly, get some bigger stars in there too. I think my white shading could use some work. It's a little bit boring for sure. That, up the size again. Just a couple bigger ones. I think that looks good. I'm just gonna see what I can do about the color of this planet. It's a little weird, it's off color for sure. It doesn't fit here. Hue, what can we do with that? Ooh. I'm kind of liking it towards this pinker shade here. Something like that. And then I'm just going to come in and try to adjust this highlight layer. Get it a bit more round looking. That's looking better already. And then we're going to go ahead and add a bit of a glow behind this thing too. Pop it up off the background there. There we go. All right. I think that was about 10 minutes. So good time there. One of the last paintings of 2020. So there's that one done too. Hey Prism, welcome. All right. It does look a bit like peppermint. You're right. Watermelon, green and red. You should do a close-up view of a shooting star with a blue and black background. A close-up view. Let me think about that, Loki. I like the idea. I gotta think about how I could do that though. Give me a second. We're just gonna leave this one on there for a second. While I'm thinking, let's mess around with this for some fun. Wow, look at that color combo. That's nice. Do a rainbow galaxy with white and black planets, please. Or you can do what color you think will look best. All right, Moon. Thanks for hanging out while you did. I'll catch you in the next live stream. Think you should do a stick man, but make him less of a stick man. Less of a stick and more of a man. Okay, let's do that one. So here we go. It is stick man. I'll make him less of a stick, more of a man. It's got a nice mustache now. Can't do any better than that. Maybe a nice beard. All right, on to the next. Henry Stickmin completed the mission. What is that? I don't know what that is. All right. I'm still trying to think about this suggestion with the close-up of the shooting star. Let me read that again. You should do a close-up view of a shooting star with a blue and black background. My day's been great, Mark. Thank you for asking. It's been a great day. Played some Catan earlier. Managed to get 2 games of Fortnite in. It was a good day. Taking it easy during this holiday season, at least until New Year's. Then it's time to really get to work. Okay, if I'm gonna do a close-up view of this shooting star, I'm going to need to do something totally different, because realistically, like, a shooting star is, like, not something, I don't know, if I'm doing a shooting star, I don't want it to be like this. Like this, to me, where's like a drawing brush here? Black print, what does this look like? Sure, that works. Here's a potential shooting star. Okay. This is not what I want my shooting star to look like. If I'm gonna do a shooting star, I want it to be like... What do I want that to be? I want it to be... Is there a brush that I can do this with it easily? Let me see here quickly. What do we got? No. I know I've seen one. Elements? Yeah, there it is. Here, like a ball of fire. But there is this fire brush. I wouldn't use that, but we'd have to do something with this and just make like a crazy dark flaming ball of fire or something just bursting through the air. This is a really bad representation of what I'm talking about, but I don't know how else to explain it. I don't know. I did a red, white, and yellow planet ultra, although in the end I color shifted it to be more pink. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna try something else. I don't know what I can do here. What do I want to do? I'm at a loss. I don't think I can pull off that shooting star idea. I'm not good enough at this Procreate yet. I don't even know where I would start with that. Hey Hunter, welcome and thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that a lot. Okay, let's get something else moving here. This is a live art stream. I haven't put anything on the canvas yet, but I will in just a moment. Just throwing a bit of a glow on some of these here. We're going to do a slight blur as well on both layers, just like that. Oh, I didn't realize, apologize, my Procreate is lagging up there. It's gonna catch up. I'll let that play through. All right. How about an interdimensional being traveling through space? Maybe next stream. That sounds intense. I'll have to think about that more and plan it out. I don't think I can freestyle that. Okay, let's keep going here. Just doing a dark star layer, maybe add some distant planets or other solar bodies. Bob Ross has the sun. Hey, Dominic. I just had an idea come to me. I'm gonna go with it. I don't really have a plan, but I'm gonna make it happen. Just hitting... Oh. How come my stars aren't showing up on the live stream? There we go. That was weird. Got all lag behind again. New stream setup. Gonna have a couple little hiccups and glitches while I get used to it. Okay. That's gonna work for that first star layer. Let's get these all brightened up. One more layer of stars. We're just going to go instead this time with like a very pale blue. Touch bigger. There we go. That's looking nice. Just a bit of variation. I think I'll do one more actual layer of some red stars as well. Yeah, just like that. And we'll try and throw a bloom on this one as well, see what happens. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Looking good. Okay. So, we're going to move on to texturing these out here. Now, which side do I want to have these on? I'm doing 2 planets. I'm gonna sketch this out first, and then that way you guys can be on the same page as me. I'll tell you my idea. Inking. All right, here we go. So this is my idea. I want to have 2 planets. One's gonna be roughly here. Yeah, right about there. And the other one's going to be like here-ish. And then between these planets, or around these planets first, I guess, I want to have some sort of like wispy aura. Probably in like corresponding colors like this. And then in between the planets, I want to have these auras be getting pulled into the center, and so that there's this sort of, it almost looks like maybe some sort of separating nucleus, or maybe planets just sharing energy of some kind. So this is the rough idea. I'm going to go ahead and block in some colors now for the planets. It's going to be a red planet and a blue planet. I'm just trying to decide if I want to have the blue on the dark or the light side. I think we'll do the opposite side. So the blue one's going to be down in this area, and the red one will be up here. All right, new layer. Let's get some texture going on here. We'll just start with that, and then we'll throw in some splotches of shading blocks, darken it right up, drop the size more. Glad you like the idea, Jai. Don't give yourself a time limit? No, no time limit. I'm just going to play with it. All right. I'm going to leave that for now for the blue planet and go ahead and think on a new layer. Yeah, we'll do them separately entirely. I'm going to start doing the same process on a red planet. I just want them to be like mirror images of each other almost. So actually we should start with a lighter red like that. That's what I did on this one. And then we'll drop the size and get those darker colors in there. All right. Looking good so far. Let me think about how I can do the texturing here. If I want to smudge, what happens if I use like this one to smudge with? No good. What can I smudge with that's going to look nice? Turpentine? Oh, yep. I do like that. Could be a little less pronounced. Does adjusting the opacity do that? Sort of. Doesn't really move the paint around though, it just like blurs in front of it. It's not what I'm going for. I do want it to actually move it. Maybe we just do the streaking like this, and then we'll go in with the liquefy. And make some fine adjustments. Alright, same thing with this one. It's looking good. Looks cool. Drayson, do you think you could do a close-up black hole with the yellow rings and outline? I can try it. If I have time, I'll do that, Logan. Yeah. Okay. I'm liking those two shapes there. Debating if I want to actually try and liquefy these at all. Let me drop the size right down. Yeah, I think I will liquefy it just to get that. There we go. That looks right. Okay. Whoa. That looks very cool. I don't know if that's the look I was really going for though. Hold on, let me drop the distortion down because that's what's doing that. Try that again. Momentum down a bit too. Drop the size. Yeah, that looks nice to me. I don't think so, Go Twins. I'm not part of the cult. What's up, Hunter? Did I miss a message of yours? Okay, do the same thing to this one here. Getting that liquefy. I'm gonna up the distortion, the pressure, and lower the size again. All right. And then one more layer. Nice. Yeah, I do play video games. Lately, I've been back into Fortnite. First time in a couple years I've played that. I play Minecraft every now and then. I have a Switch, so I do play on that. Probably more than my PC these days. If you ever want to game, I may end up doing some game nights or something. Hey Remus, what's up? Welcome. Whoa, can't even speak. I may end up doing some gaming nights on my Discord, so if you're into that, you should join there. The link to my Discord is in the description of this live stream. All right, we're gonna move on past this, grab our white monoline, and we're gonna get these shapes created for these planets here. That looks right to me. Maybe just a touch higher up there. Hey, my iPad capture is lagging behind again. Thank you, Remus. I will keep it up, don't worry. I don't know why I can't see this right now. Oh, there we go. It was just a glitch with the selection. All right. Okay, we'll color that in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to duplicate that layer so I get the exact same size planet. And I'm going to just pop that over this area. Okay. As for shading, I don't know what the shading is going to look like on these ones. Maybe I'm just going to go ahead and get these masked off right away, and then I'll worry about the shading afterwards, because this is going to be a bit of a different one. All right. Let's go ahead and get this shading done on the red planet first. Grabbing our airbrush again. I've got tons of games, Hunter. It's hard to say. I think my favorite all-time games are mostly fantasy games. I've been a fan of the Elder Scrolls series for a long time. Skyrim, Oblivion. I like Zelda a lot. Played Breath of the Wild all the way through. See ya, Kaisen. I definitely like a good adventure game, that's for sure. Survival games are my thing too. That's a lot of fun. Alright, I think that'll do for that one there. While we're at it, we'll go ahead and do the same thing for the blue planet. And I'm going to drop the opacity, I think, just slightly on these layers as well. I don't want to totally blow out the color on the backside there. Just like that. Now, as for a highlight, I think I have to do something like this. I want that blue to be shining on the red planet, and I want the red from here shining on that blue planet. Make Among Us next. I don't even know if I could do that. Alright. Am I on the right layer? Yeah, I am. Well, I think I got to make it more blue than that. That wasn't quite right. Does that look right? Let's clippy mask that down, then we'll be able to tell more. Not quite. There we go, something like that. And then let's see what we can do. With the blending style. Hard mix, that's kind of looking right. It's a bit dark though. Oh, there we go. That looks right. Okay. And we'll do the same exact thing with a red for this blue planet. Okay, we're gonna go with that. No idea what I'm doing, but we'll pretend that this is it. Okay, I gotta think about how I'm gonna do this effect between the planets here. Okay, I think I'm gonna just start with a glow around the planet in the color out of this, quite vibrant, bright. And then I'll have it start to come off the planet. Oh yeah, that's looking right. I think I gotta tone down this blue highlights on there. Just like that. Your song got automatically hidden, Hunter. YouTube doesn't like it, not me. Okay, we're going to do the exact same thing with the blue here. I think that they're just going to have to fight back and forth a little bit for this color space in the middle. Oops. There we go. And I think I'll just do like a white, like right in the middle, really brighten it up. Hey Deborshi, how are you? Welcome. Alright. And then let's grab those colors again and can I add some sort of ringer on the outside? No, that's not really cutting it. No, I don't know that song. Okay. Too much. Try that again. What happens if I bloom this here? Too intense, I think. Alright, Logan. Thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you in the next one. This isn't really what I was going for. I'm not totally sure what I want this to do. "54 likes, 3 dislikes." See you, Kaisen. Thanks for hanging out. Nobody's sticking around tonight. That's alright. It's kind of like onions. What's your question, Mark? You don't have to ask a question, just ask the question. Hey, Anna. Thank you, and welcome. I think that I'll have to do that one next stream, Mark. I don't think I'll have time tonight. Jai, are you still here? What do you think of this one so far? You know, I'm just gonna make the call. I'm liking where that is right now. I'm gonna go ahead and sign it. All right. I'm happy with that. What's your question, Hunter? Thank you, Mark. All right. I think I'm gonna cut to the end of the stream here, so before I do, we'll take another look at the other art that we did. This is the first one that we did on stream, just to get into the swing of things. It was done quite quickly, and then we did a speed paint with chat suggested colors here. I did color correct in the end to get it a little bit more in the universe that it found itself placed inside. And our last one was a rather spontaneous idea that yeah, kind of came to life. I like it a lot though. That was a fun thing to play with. Xmas. I got you from the spray painting stuff you did a while back, and I started spray painting on my own, but thanks for showing what you use. Hey, I'm glad that I could inspire you, and thanks for stopping by. I will be spray painting again in the future, but it's the middle of winter, and I live in Canada. There's like a foot of snow outside, and I can't paint. I don't have an art studio anymore right now, so there will be more spray painting on the way, but for now I'm just getting up to speed and practicing my digital art. Thanks. I do attempt to keep it calm and soothing. All right. Well, that's going to be it for me tonight. If you are at all interested in grabbing any of these digital paintings as a wallpaper or for any other reason, I'm going to be posting them in my Discord server after this live stream. And yeah, that's it. Anybody who stuck around all the way through to the end, thank you. And oh, I forgot to say, if you want that Discord link, it's in the description of the live stream. So go scroll down to the bottom of that and you'll find a link there. Other than that, if you enjoy what I do and you'd like to support me and help me continue to do what I'm doing, the best way to do that right now is either just by subscribing to my channel and checking out the new videos and my live streams, or you can super chat in the live stream, and it's a direct way to support me as a creator. Thank again to Moses Cornwell and Codename CD, the current top and recent supporter. So thank you both, and thank you everybody who's supported me in the past. And I will see you all tomorrow at 7:30, same time. Have a good night.